The position you sleep in tonight could be quietly damaging your heart, your brain, and your arteries. And most people over 60 have no idea it's happening. Because here's what nobody is telling you. The position most older Americans call their comfortable sleep position, the one they've been falling asleep in for decades, is the same position that lets your airway collapse, your blood pressure spike, and your brain's natural cleaning system shut down, all while you're completely unconscious and unable to do anything about it. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact position to sleep in tonight and 3 things to do in your bed before you close your eyes that can make a real difference. But if you skip past the next few minutes and go straight to the protocol, it won't work. Not fully, not for you. Because unless you understand what's breaking down inside your body while you sleep, you'll keep making the same mistake every single night. So stay with me. This might be the most important 7 minutes of health information you hear all year. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah. Welcome to the Senior Health Podcast. If you're new here, I'm a geriatric specialist, and this channel is my way of fighting for you because I believe your health concerns have been dismissed for far too long. Now, before I give you the science, I need to tell you about my patient, Walter. Walter was 71 years old, retired postal worker, spent 32 years walking routes in all kinds of weather: rain, snow, brutal summer heat. The man was tough as nails. He was the kind of grandfather who still got down on the floor to build Lego sets with his grandkids. But about 3 years ago, Walter started waking up most nights around 3 a.m., heart hammering, short of breath, sometimes with an arm so numb he couldn't lift it off the mattress. The first time it happened, his wife Carol thought he was having a stroke. She was on the phone with 911 before he could even sit up. His cardiologist ran the tests, said his heart was fine for his age, gave him no further guidance on sleep. And so Walter, who didn't want Carol lying awake worrying about him every night, started sleeping on the couch, alone. He told me, "Dr. Sarah, I felt like a burden in my own home." That man had walked 32 years of postal routes without a single sick day. And now he was sleeping on his own couch because nobody could explain what was happening to him at night. But then I looked at something almost no one had checked, and everything changed. I'm going to share exactly what I found with you right now. Before I give you the fix, I need you to understand why this happens. And here's what honestly frustrates me. Most doctors will look at a patient like Walter, a man in his 70s waking up gasping and terrified, and say, "Well, you're getting older. Sleep gets lighter. That's just how it is." That is lazy medicine. That is not an acceptable answer. What's happening to Walter, and possibly to you, is a very specific mechanical failure, and it has a name. Here's what happens the moment you lie flat on your back. Gravity pulls your tongue and the soft tissue at the back of your throat backward, straight down into your airway. Your throat narrows. And for millions of adults over 60, it doesn't just narrow, it shuts. Breathing stops, your oxygen drops, and your body, trying to save your life, fires off a massive burst of adrenaline-type chemicals into your bloodstream. That adrenaline surge spikes your blood pressure. It stiffens the lining of your arteries, a process called endothelial dysfunction, and it stretches the upper chambers of your heart, which is one of the most well-documented triggers for atrial fibrillation, the irregular heartbeat responsible for roughly 1 in 3 clot-caused strokes in people over 65. This can happen dozens, sometimes hundreds of times in a single night, and you sleep right through most of it. And there's something else. While you sleep, your brain runs its own overnight cleaning cycle, a system called the glymphatic system. It flushes out waste proteins, the same proteins linked to stroke damage and cognitive decline. Researchers at Stony Brook University published findings in the Journal of Neuroscience showing this cleaning system works most efficiently when you sleep on your side, and least efficiently when you sleep flat on your back. I want you to hear that again. The brain's own cleaning system, the one that washes away the day's toxic buildup, works best when you sleep on your side. Not surgery, not medication. Your body already knows how to do this. You just have to give it the right position. Now let me give you the simplest picture I know to make this click. Imagine a garden hose that's been left running overnight, but someone dropped a brick on the middle of it. The water sputters, full pressure, then nothing, then a violent gush, then nothing again. That's your throat when you sleep on your back. Your tongue is the brick, your airway is the hose, and every one of those pressure surges, that's your heart and your arteries taking a hit. Now picture removing the brick. Suddenly, the water flows smooth and steady all night long. That is exactly what happens when you shift onto your side. The airway opens, the oxygen flows, the pressure stays calm, and your brain's cleaning cycle finally gets to do its job. All right, let's talk about what you're going to do. And I want to start with the morning because the 60 seconds right after you wake up are the most dangerous of your entire day. Did you know that more heart attacks and strokes happen between 6 and 10 in the morning than at any other time? That's because when you wake up, your blood pressure surges, your blood is thicker from overnight dehydration, and your body goes from lying still to standing, all in a matter of seconds. For anyone over 60, that transition is a risk. Here's how to protect yourself. Move 1, the wake-up ankle pump. Before you sit up, before you even think about standing, do this. Lying flat on your back, pull your toes up toward your shins. Hold for 2 seconds. Then point them down like you're pressing a gas pedal. Hold for 2 seconds. That's 1 pump. Do 20 to 30 of them, both feet together. Here's exactly what you'll feel. A gentle warmth building in your calves, like they're slowly waking up. That warmth is blood being pushed back toward your heart by your calf muscles. Medical professionals actually call your calves the second heart because they do exactly this job. Safety note: if you ever feel sharp pain in one calf only, stop immediately and call your doctor. A deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot, can feel exactly that way, and it needs to be checked. Normal circulation restoration feels warm and even, never sharp and one-sided. Move 2, the belly rise breath. Still lying down. Place 1 hand on your chest and 1 hand on your belly. Now breathe in through your nose for a slow count of 4. If you're doing this right, the hand on your belly rises and the hand on your chest stays almost completely still. Then breathe out through pursed lips, like you're blowing out a birthday candle, for a slow count of 6. Do 5 of these before you sit up. What you'll feel is a slowing, settling sensation, like the whole inside of your chest is widening. That's your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's calm and rest switch, coming online. Blood pressure drops, heart rate steadies. You are now ready to stand. Move 3, the 30-60-90 slow rise. This one might be the most important thing I teach you today. I call it the 30-60-90. Here's all it means. 30 seconds, roll to your side and pause. Just breathe there. 60 seconds, push yourself up to sitting on the edge of the bed, feet flat on the floor, and do a few more ankle pumps. And 90 seconds, then stand. Slowly. 1 hand on the nightstand or the headboard. I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Sarah, I'm in a hurry. I understand, but I promise you, the 15 seconds it takes to do those extra steps is worth more to your brain's blood supply than almost anything else you'll do today. 1 in 5 adults over 60 has a significant drop in blood pressure when they stand too fast. That dizzy, swimmy feeling, that's your brain asking for oxygen. Don't rush it. The bedtime cherry sip. Now, before I move on, I want to tell you about something you can pick up at any grocery store for under $15. It takes 30 seconds to prepare, and there's actual peer-reviewed research behind it. 100% Montmorency tart cherry juice, not the sweetened cherry cocktail blends. Look for the words 100% Montmorency on the label. Brands like R.W. Knudsen, Lakewood, or Cherubundi all carry it. Here's the dose. 8 fluid ounces, that's 240 milliliters, 1 to 2 hours before bed. Or, if you buy the concentrate, just 1 fluid ounce, 30 milliliters, diluted in 7 ounces of water. Tart cherries naturally contain melatonin, your body's sleep hormone, and tryptophan, the amino acid your brain uses to make even more of it. Better, deeper sleep means lower nighttime blood pressure spikes. And nighttime blood pressure spikes, as I just showed you, are exactly when most strokes happen. One important note: if you're on blood thinners like warfarin or Eliquis, or if you take blood pressure medication or diabetes medication, check with your doctor or pharmacist first. Tart cherry can mildly lower blood pressure, and we want to make sure your levels stay exactly where they should be. Now, this next part is my absolute favorite. These are the things you'll do tonight, right in your bed, right before you close your eyes. They're gentle, they're calming, and once you understand why they work, you'll want to do them every single night. Night move 1, the lateral pillow sandwich. You're going to need 3 pillows for this. One for your head, adjusted so your nose, chin, and breastbone form a straight line. One to hug against your chest, supporting your upper shoulder. And one between your knees, extending toward your ankles if possible, about 6 inches or 15 centimeters thick. Then, lie on your side. Knees gently bent at about 30 degrees. Not curled tight, just softly bent. Now, about left versus right. Here's where I have to be honest with you, because most videos on this topic get this wrong. Sleeping on your side, either side, is dramatically better than sleeping flat on your back. But if you've been told you have atrial fibrillation, or if you've been diagnosed with heart failure, research published in Frontiers in Physiology suggests the right side may be more comfortable and less likely to trigger symptoms for you specifically. Your doctor knows your heart best. Ask them which side is right for your situation. What you'll feel with this setup: your hips will feel stacked, no twist in the lower back, no ache in the hip. Your shoulders will be relaxed, not crunched. And within a few minutes, breathing will feel noticeably easier. Night move 2, the head of bed lift. Here's one of the most powerful and most overlooked things you can do for your heart while you sleep. And it costs nothing if you already own a few thick books. Raise the head of your bed by 6 to 8 inches. That's 15 to 20 centimeters. You can do this with a foam wedge pillow that tucks under your mattress, or by placing sturdy books or wooden blocks under the 2 legs at the top of your bed frame. Important: do not just pile more pillows under your head. That bends your neck forward, which can actually compress the blood vessels in your neck. You want the whole upper body to incline as one unit, like the top of a recliner chair, not like bending your neck down to look at your phone. What you'll feel: a mild, tilted feeling that becomes completely natural within 2 or 3 nights. Breathing easier. And if you ever get reflux or acid at night, that improves too, often significantly. Night move 3, the 4-7-8 sleep breath. You're in position, pillows set. Now, before you close your eyes, do this. Breathe out completely through your mouth with a soft whoosh sound. Close your mouth. Breathe in through your nose for a slow count of 4. Hold for 7. Then exhale through your mouth, another whoosh, for a count of 8. 4. In. 7. Hold. 8. Out. 4 cycles. That's all. What you'll feel: a heavy sinking sensation in your arms and legs, like gravity is gently pressing you into the mattress. Your heart rate slows. Your mind gets quiet. This breathing pattern actively switches off the adrenaline system, the exact same adrenaline system that causes those nighttime blood pressure surges I told you about. You're essentially telling your body the emergency is over. It's safe to rest. Now, knowing my patients the way I do, I know exactly what some of you are thinking right now. So let me answer the 3 questions I hear most. Dr. Sarah, what if I've had a hip or knee replacement? Can I still sleep on my side? Absolutely, with one important caveat. If your surgeon told you not to let your operated knee cross your body's midline, you'll need a thicker pillow between your knees, maybe 2 pillows stacked. Ask your orthopedic surgeon specifically about side sleeping during your next visit. For most hip replacement patients, after the first 90 days, side sleeping with the right support is perfectly fine. What if I wake up and I've rolled onto my back in the middle of the night? Is all of this pointless? Not at all. Every hour you spend on your side instead of your back is a benefit. Many people find that after a week or two, their body naturally starts preferring the side position. The pillow between the knees actually makes it harder to roll flat because it locks your hips in place. Give it 10 to 14 nights. What if I'm over 80? Is it too late? I hear this question all the time, and it genuinely breaks my heart because the answer is no. It is never too late. Your glymphatic system is still running every single night, regardless of your age. Your airway still opens wider on your side than on your back, regardless of your age. Walter was 71 when he made these changes, and within 3 weeks, he was back in bed with Carol, not on the couch, back where he belonged. And now, I need to be completely transparent with you. I am a doctor, but I am not your doctor in this video. Everything I've shared is powerful. I've seen it work in my own patients, but it does not replace your personal medical care. Please always talk to your physician before starting anything new, especially if you have heart disease, take blood thinners, or have had a recent surgery. And whatever you do, never stop or change your medication suddenly without your doctor's guidance. Your life is not worth a risk like that. Okay. Before I let you go tonight, there is one thing I desperately need to warn you about. This is the mistake that will undo everything I just taught you. And here's what makes it so dangerous. It sounds like smart, health-savvy advice. You may have even read about it online. You might be doing it right now. And most of your friends are probably doing it too. I'm talking about switching your blood pressure medication to bedtime without talking to your doctor first. A few years ago, a study got enormous media attention, claiming that taking your blood pressure pills at night instead of in the morning could cut your risk of heart attack and stroke by nearly half. It sounded incredible. It went everywhere. And millions of people, completely reasonably, made that switch on their own. But here's what those headlines didn't tell you. 2 much larger studies came out afterward. The Time trial, published in The Lancet in 2022, with over 21,000 patients followed for more than 5 years, found 0 difference in heart attacks, strokes, or cardiovascular deaths between morning and evening dosing. And a 2025 randomized trial published in JAMA confirmed the exact same thing. No benefit. None. And the hidden danger of switching to bedtime without supervision is this. Some blood pressure medications drop your pressure too far at night when it's already naturally lower. That means less blood flowing to your brain while you sleep. And in someone with even mild narrowing in the carotid arteries, that is exactly the kind of nighttime dip that increases stroke risk, not decreases it. So here is the fix, and it's beautifully simple. Take your blood pressure medication at the time of day you will most reliably remember to take it. For most people, that's morning, with breakfast. The International Society of Hypertension, the European Society of Cardiology, and the British Heart Foundation all align on this right now. If your own doctor has specifically told you to take a certain pill at night for a specific reason, follow your doctor. But do not change your timing based on an internet headline. Not without a conversation with your physician first. So remember, sleep on your side, not your back. Do the 30-60-90 slow rise every single morning before your feet touch the floor. And set up your lateral pillow sandwich tonight before you close your eyes. Start tonight. Your heart and your brain will be working with you by morning instead of against you. Now, your heart protected while you sleep is only half the picture, because what happens to your arteries and your circulation during the day matters just as much. And I've put together something specifically for you about the one daily habit that silently stiffens your arteries after 60, and the 3-minute desk fix that can reverse it. You need to watch that one next. It's right here on your screen. I'll see you there.